Hello, and welcome to That Girl Magic, the podcast where we explore the transformative power of wellness, self improvement, and magic. I'm your host, Karinna Franco, and I'm thrilled to embark on this journey of discovery with you. Welcome back to the podcast. Okay, first of all, how have you been? How are you feeling? It is hot, very hot. I don't know how you guys are feeling about summer, but summer is hitting hard, is being really hot, and let's see if we can handle this heat. So, let's talk about a topic that it comes up at some point during summer and during winter and during all kinds of phases. There's always some sort of glowing up. Hot girl summer, hot girl winter, and all kinds of other names that has come up, but some sort of glowing up or evolving or all kinds of things, right? So, how about I give you the guide to just improve thyself, to just glow up regardless of the season? Because here's the thing, are you really going to spend all the way up until spring, early summer for you to start improving yourself? That's just bullshit. You should always be trying to improve today what you did yesterday. What I mean by that is a lot of people have this idea that you should just improve for this period of time for the pictures and be done with it. I find that such bullshit because that basically stemmed from the magazines. The magazines around like late spring, early summer, they would come out with all these crazy diets and all these supplement recommendations and the bikinis and the dresses and things to make you look great, to make you look hot. That to me is just a load of crap. What you should do is do this, and this is why journaling is really great. Analyze the previous day and see where you can improve for the next day. Because when you pick up something that you want to do and you break it down into small chunks and then those chunks into actions, you find that the thing that you want to do actually is not that crazy difficult. It's just a bunch of micro steps that turn into macro steps that turn into large steps that turn into the thing. So let's talk about the idea of glowing up. What kind of things you should be focusing on to improve in general, okay? First of all, you need to set clear intentions. What I mean by that is you need to realize first and foremost, what do you want? What are your goals, your intentions? What do you want to improve? What do you want to improve in your job, in your career, in your relationships, in your health, in your personal way, the way that you see the world? You need to figure out first what you want. Like, envision the person that you want to be so that you can become it. And the becoming is not that hard. It's mostly a mindset situation. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Second of all, you need to embrace self reflection. What I mean by that is that you need to reflect on your strengths, your weaknesses, and your areas for improvement. For you to be able to change into the person that you want to be, like, let's envision you want to be a doctor. So, how can you get yourself into the mindset of someone that is a doctor? Okay, so I need to be disciplined. I need to have determination. I need to have empathy. I need to be someone that is willing to put in the work, to put in the hours, to study, to reach the goals. Okay, is that something that you can do right now, or is it something that you need to gain? Okay, I can have determination now. I can have self awareness. I can have empathy. I can have all these things right now. I don't need a book. I don't need anything like that to tell me to do this. So that is the self reflection. There's things that you may believe that you need to reach when in reality it's already here. You just need to tap into it. So journaling, meditation, and even therapy if you feel like you need it, which I believe everyone should have therapy, are really valuable tools for you to be able to reach that state of self reflection. Third, you should improve your mindset. So we talked about mindset a little bit. I want to emphasize it here. You need to have what people call the growth mindset, which is basically you need to see every single thing as an ability for you to learn. What I mean by that is when you have a setback, when you have a moment where you have a difficulty, you should see it as an opportunity for you to be able to learn, for you to be able to take in a positive from every single moment. What I mean by that is, and I talked about in the previous episode, I felt like the universe tested me when I went to the interview for my dream college. I had this moment where I felt like everything in the morning up until the interview was like trying to test me. I was having moments where I was like, okay, so the trains are not working. I lost the bus. I had to go by Uber. I thought that the shirt that I had picked was too tight, and then I cut into it, realized I had a button, so I had to stitch it last minute. All these things then led me to having an amazing interview because I didn't give up. I embraced the moment where I was like, okay, this is like the universe testing me to see if I have determination to go ahead and go through this. And then at the end, I had a beautiful little butterfly passing by me, which I see it as the sign of the universe for change, for growth, for transformation. And I was like, okay, I see you. I see you, universe. You're letting me know that I pushed through. So instead of you going through that, and instead of me having this mindset of like, oh my God, this sucks, this is horrible, I'm just gonna quit, I just went through it. And in the process, I replaced the negative self talk that a lot of people have with empowerment, with uplifting, with positivity. Because believe it or not, but when you lead your life with positivity first, with the idea that you should see the positive in every situation, that will lead you to seeing the world in a different way. It's more like, what can I learn from this, not how shitty did my day go, you know. So the fourth thing is invest in self-care. Self-care can be anything. I'm not talking about going for a luxurious skincare routine or giving massages or spa days or self-care. I mean self-care in general. Like, just give care to yourself. That's literally what self-care means, is care for yourself. The self-care means that you do a lovely long skincare routine that makes you feel like a fucking goddess, then great. Does that mean that you want to get a monthly full body relaxing massage in a spa? Great. Is your self-care getting your nails done? Go ahead. The idea is that it's self-care is essential for nourishing your body, mind, and soul. It's a way of you being able to put love back into yourself, because we go throughout our lives constantly giving and giving and giving to others. We give to our jobs because we need to perform and we need to have a certain level. We give to our school so that we can have good grades, so that we can learn more. We give to our families, to our friends, so that they feel good. And then we forget to care for ourselves. So self-care is definitely an essential thing. You need to create moments in your day to care for yourself, and maybe even a full day once a month to just fully take care of yourself and be a me day. 5, nurture your relationships. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who uplift and inspire you. Cultivate meaningful connections with friends, with your family, heck, even like mentors or people that like make you feel good, that encourage you to make you feel good, because people that bring you down do not want to grow with you. We all have that one friend that seems to make everything just sour, that one person in your family that seems to always be judgy. That's not the person you need to hang out with, because the people So I could be quoting wrong, but I heard something along the lines of the people that are further than you in life will be the ones that will pull you the most towards them. What I mean by that is, if you imagine life as a set of stairs, are you going to want to hang out with the friend that is at the bottom that hasn't even put their foot on the first step, or the person at the top about to reach the last one? Most likely, you will want to hang out with the person that is at the top of the stairs because they're at the top of their game. They have what it seems to be their life figured out. And when I mean by life figured out, I don't mean their life is perfect. I mean that they know how to navigate emotionally, mentally, physically, in their jobs, in their family, in their friends. They know how to nurture their connectivities. They know how to live their lives. And that is very important, because why should you be around that one friend or that one family member that tells you that you can't do what you want to do? I can tell you right now, this podcast I recorded very much in advance because I am a very busy person. So in my days off or afternoons off, I will literally record like 4 to 6 episodes back to back to back. And then I just edit them throughout the week and pre-schedule them, because I just don't have the time to be doing this in a weekly basis. I don't. I'm very busy with multiple things. I'm busy with work. I'm busy with studying. I'm busy improving myself, connecting with myself, making self-care to myself. Uh, I'm focused also in my relationships with my family and with my friends. So to me, it is really important for me to use my time wisely. And it is very important for you to have healthy relationships, because healthy relationships are essential for your happiness and your well-being. Because when you have people that make you feel good, people that support you, people that you can go to when you're not okay, that will uplift you and make you feel better, you will go through life in a different energetic sensation, because the highest form of frequency is love. And love, I don't mean romantic love, I mean love in general. Love for your family, love for your dog, love for yourself, love for your partner. Okay. Love for God, a higher being, the universe, whatever it is. You need to nurture those relationships, and those relationships also it's also an investment towards yourself. Also, number 6, you need to focus on your personal growth. What I mean by that is that you need to find things that make you vibrate, things that make you feel amazing, and things that make you grow. What I mean by that is new skills, hobbies, interests, challenging yourself, stepping out of your comfort zone. I need to say, and I need to shout out, because to be honest, they are the epitome of stepping out of your comfort zone. It is the team at Yes Theory on YouTube. You could also find their clothing line on Seek Discomfort. What they do is like what people wish to do, but they don't have the balls to do so. Skydiving when you're terrified of heights, going into the most isolated countries, going to meeting people from all kinds of walks of life. Recently, as early as like last year, December, they launched their documentary, which originally was behind a paywall, which they did very well, where people there was like a minimum fee, and then people could just donate more if they felt like it, and then they released it free for everyone. That documentary was about the guy that decided to do the Iron Man challenge, but on the Arctic Circle, basically. And it is insane when you think about the resilience, because it wasn't just physical, it was also mental. So, in a way, they show you how much you can grow in your personal life, how much you can get out of your comfort zone. So I feel like this is a really good channel for you guys to check out. I could be wrong, but I think their book either launched or is about to launch. I have to confirm that. And it basically, what they pose is seek discomfort, because in seeking the uncomfortableness of an action, you find immense growth. I know a lot of people that are in a similar path to mine where they're wondering if they could call themselves witches, because witch has this like connotation that is kind of negative because of culture, because of history, and because of pop culture as well. To me, it's just empowering. It's like, ask me questions. I am ready for whatever question you do, because I know myself. And even if I don't have a proper answer or the answer that you're wishing, I feel great anyway. And to me, that is the same thing. I am definitely getting pushed right now and being challenged right now in my current life, taking consideration that I'm 28. I'm about to turn 29 in June 16th. And I am someone that I'm going to go back to college. Like, I never been in college. I'm going to go back studying. I'm going to enter college. It's my wish to enter college since last year. Didn't work out. We'll figure out this year. And it is difficult for someone in my position that hasn't been studying for years, pretty much more than 10 years, because I finished high school. I was 18. So the idea of like 10 to 11 years later, I'm going back to school, it is something that it's outside of my comfort zone, because everyone around me just says, oh, just get a full-time job to pay your bills and be done with it. And I want so much more. So let's keep going. So 7, upgrade your style. So this is a little bit interesting. And I bring this up because a lot of people, when they're trying to change themselves physically, emotionally, mentally, and this comes through talking to a lot of people, their style also changes. What I mean by that is, if you look at how I dress now versus how I used to dress, I dress in a completely different way. And what I mean by that is, I felt like the clothes that I was wearing did not show the person who I am inside. I was wearing a lot of black clothes, a lot of baggy clothes, a lot of clothes that like hid my body, hid my curves, hid that didn't enhance my body, just made me look worse. It made me look bigger. It made me look probably um probably like unattractive in my personal way of seeing my attractiveness. And nowadays, I figured out my color. I did my own color analysis. I knew how to do it for years because, I studied fashion and makeup. So I did my own color analysis to myself through like searching a couple of things and trying out some things. I figured out the colors that work best for me, the things that look better on me. And I also started to embrace a lot of things. I was blonde for years. I had like platinum blonde hair for years. And now looking back, I'm like, I didn't really look good with platinum blonde. It just like made me kind of sickly. And funnily enough, my natural hair, like my warm, dark blonde, almost brown hair, like just uplifts and make me look great. So my hair changed, the clothes that I wear changed, the cuts, the styles, the colors. I basically refuse to wear black. The darkest I'll go is like a dark brown or like a dark green. My outfits also turned a lot more airy feeling. Um, a little trick that I've seen is search for your natal chart, which basically it's like your sun, your moon, your ascendant, and you also have all the planetaries, which includes Venus. So Venus is like um associated a lot with your style. So you could look at your Venus sign, and then it's also associated with an element like air, fire, and so on and so forth. So literally just search your Venus sign, search the one associated, and then go to like a platform like an AI or even search online for the style like associated to your Venus sign will be the most flattering style to yourself if you believe in it, or you could look at it whatever way you want. But basically, because I'm also a Gemini and a Gemini is an air sign, basically it says for me to use like flowy fabrics and very airy looking fabrics. And believe it or not, every single time that I wear um a shirt that I have, which is basically this 3/4 sleeve shirt that is like a button down, and it's super long in the back and a little shorter in the front. Um, and I wear with like these tight pants to give me like body. Every single time I get so many compliments of people being like, it looks so good, you look great, it gives you like this little tiny waist, and I absolutely love it. That to me just like fully makes me feel embodied. So also focus on enhancing your style and basically bringing out your style and your fashion to enhance your confidence and feel empowered and feel confident. So, last but not least, number 8, set goals and take action. What it means by that is when you look at a goal, you need to create a plan and you need to create steps. So, let's let's go through this together. Okay? I'm going to give an example of a generic goal and I'm going to break it down, shall we? So, let's imagine that your goal is to eat more healthy. Okay. So that is a big goal. Now break it down into a couple other goals, like medium sized goals. So, okay. So I want to eat healthy. So I want to consume veggies at lunch and dinner. I want to consume X percentage of protein. I want to consume X amount of calories, right? And then you break those further down. Okay, so about the veggies one, let's pick up that one. So how can I add more veggies? Okay, I'm going to buy frozen veggies because they stay longer. They have a longer shelf life. I'm gonna make salads to incorporate to meals that I already like to be able to add those veggies in. I'm going to meal prep my veggies, like chopping them, dressing them, doing all that so that I have them already ready so that I don't have to think to be able to consume those veggies with my lunch and dinner. So we went from a huge, very generalized goal into small, actionable things that you can easily do. And that's the whole point. Pick up the goals that you have. And I've heard this saying, which is pick up the goal, break it down into 5 major steps, and then those 5 major steps into small micro steps, like into 10 micro steps. And you'll figure out that maybe what you want to do can start in the smallest little thing. And when you figure out that it takes multiple small steps, be consistent. Um, Celebrate each step of the way, like be happy of the fact that you did it, and also take action on it. Don't just procrastinate until the very end, because by the time that you finally start after the procrastination, you will be demotivated, you won't be happy, you'll be annoyed. Slow and steady wins the race, and that's what you need to do. Don't forget to follow That Girl Magic to stay updated on new episodes. Let's unleash our inner magic and create the life of our dreams. I'll see you in the next episode.